he had a beard.
Okay.
When he went to Haight-Ashbury, the hippie times in San Francisco, you know, he would throw a white robe on, sit on the sidewalk, and play the guitar. And especially runaways would flock around him. It looked as though he was a magnetic personality, but he was.
115.
And in the Spawn Movie Ranch with the Manson family, they started talking about him, referring to him as...
So what we'll do is we'll take a look at each tube, locate it, determine what voltages I should find on it.
They would put it together
Especially
and say
on the
he
key.
must be Jesus. Jesus
Key,
is going to come. And
turn that down. Key pins, which would be the grid, plate, and screen. And cathode, if there's a cathode biasing resistor, that kind of thing. So, 6BJ6. That's the flashing tube. That's the first one we were checking. And that came out with 115 volt spot, so that's fine. So we're on to the next tube. 12AT7. 2 plates. 2 plates. 2 plates and a screen. There's a triode and a pentode here. Oh wait, that's a different tube. Where's the other half of this tube? Oh. Okay, here it is down here. 12AT, 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 and 12AT. Okay, so that's V3, V2, V3, V2. So here it is. So it's 1, okay, it's 2 triodes. So there's 2 plates. Pin 1, pin 6. Pin 1 and pin 6 on the FM AM mixer, which is located we just did that. V4, V2, V3. So V3 is this one. That's the one that's buried in the can, which I can't test. Okay, so we go to V2. V2 is also A12. V2. Okay, I see where it is. See where it is. V2. Go back to schematic here. V2. Still going to be the same pins, so it doesn't really matter. 6 and 1. 6 and 1. Way down here. Pretty hard to figure it out. There we are. Here's pin number 1. Wait a second. Could be there's nothing there unless you switch it to AM. There it is. About 100, 115, just as it's supposed to be. That was pin 1, pin 6. I have to stick my head right in front of the camera here. Okay, really hard to get at. Kind of scary, actually. I think this is pin 6 on a wire. Maybe not. stick my head into the back of the amplifier. Oh my gosh, I can't really. There it is. Okay, fine. It's a little nerve-wracking doing that kind of stuff. Okay, so that's that too. A little bit of a slow process here. Next, six BA6, pin 5 and pin 6. And the grid is maybe got some ABC voltage on it, says -1. 110, 110 again. 5 and 6. 6 BA6 V4. Okay, so V4. V4, I saw it over here. There, V4 is there. So that means V4 is right there. There, V4. Forgot the pin numbers already. There's pin 1. 3. One of them was 6. 4, 5, 6. There's the 110. 5 and 6. There it is. Right on. I mean, I'd be stunned if any of these are wrong, but I was stunned before. That's the only reason I'm doing this. Okay, 6. That's all we get on this page. Come on. Just did that one. Next one is another 6 BA6. Bound to be the next one up, I would think, on the chassis. V5. V5. Okay, next one up on the chassis. Pins 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's the voltage, and 6. There it is, no problem at all. Sometimes when I've done this kind of testing, I don't bother going back to the schematic. I just go around the tube and see if the voltages make sense. What am I doing? What am I doing here? Where am I going? Okay, next to it would be a 6 AU6, 60 and 60. This is the FM limiter. 60 and 60 on it. 5 and 6 again. 6 AU6. 5 and 6 pin or tube number V6, probably just next in line. What am I doing? V6, what am I doing? I'm all confused here. V6, next in line. Okay, that's easy. Six, pin number 1, 2, 3, 4, pin number 5, pin number 6.
So that it's just another story.
Pin number 5. It's about 80 volts. Pin number 6.
I've done a lot of
80 volts.
But
60, 80.
Would be more likely to
Wouldn't worry about that.
And at the end
On
of
your own time,
Yes.
as a person, you
Yes.
check back and you follow up with
At the
something.
end of a career, you run into people who 30 years ago, and you come out and do an interview, and they
6T8A.
television. They were on
Two-parter, too.
television. And so I'm realizing what impact we can have.
You know, you've done so much of your career
Or is it?
covering these serious issues. But we
I think
know
there's
that you
another
still
part
have
to
a
this,
sense
too.
of humor.
90 volts.
Whereas a lot of people listening will know you for this. You were the
On pin
narrator
9.
at Anchorman.
Yeah, 6T8A.
There was a time before cable, when the local anchorman reigned supreme. When people believed everything they heard on TV. This was an age when only men were allowed to read the news. And in San Diego, one anchorman was more man than the rest. His name was Ron Burgundy.
That is, of course, veteran broadcaster Bill Curtis. Everybody knows that voice. Narrating the opening of the film Anchorman, starring Will Ferrell. Bill Curtis joins me in Studio Q. What made you take that gig? Talk about a step away from the rest of your career.
He had a voice that would make a Wolverine purr. He wore suits better than Sinatra. Well, first of all, Adam McKay, the director, was in Second City in Chicago when I happened to be anchoring at sort of the peak of the local part of my career. And so I was his anchorman. And he said he sent me the script, knowing nobody can, you're not going to get Curtis, why don't you look for somebody else? I laughed so loud reading the script in a plane flying down to
That's
Kansas. And
Maybe this
when
220
I
is a little
kind of did the audition and read through the
low.
script, I would read a line.
I'm not going to worry about that. 89 is fine.
And
Well, and it's funny because we know now what a massive success that Anchorman franchise and Will Ferrell, everything he touches, is. But at the time, this was a bit of a gamble.
1287.
it was dicey. And
Dual
dicey for my
trio,
career.
1 and
Now,
6.
am I suddenly going to be
1 and
scorned
6,
by
E9.
my colleagues? The other day, and the answer is no. The answer is every anchorman out there is jealous that they...
Your cult status just went way up.
And I knew that I had finally escaped ruining my career when I saw that Will Ferrell had an exhibit at the Museum, the Journalism Museum,
In D.C.
between Walter Cronkite and Woodward and Bernstein, investigative reporters. And here is Will Ferrell in Anchorman.
Okay, I think I got it.
Which not everybody thought was great. I mean, some people took umbrage at the idea of positioning him, Ron Burgundy, as a serious journalist. But
May 9.
for you, it was a sign you'd really made a good choice.
And I say, relax, and get off your high horse.
Pin
Don't take
6, wasn't
yourself
it?
so seriously.
You kept that lighter side of your personality under wraps, you might say, for much of your career. Was that hard?
I'm reading 60
And that is
volts on that.
editorially straight, giving no opinion, just giving the facts. And I felt constrained all
60.
these years, but I was loyal to that belief for 30 years with CBS. And then I
68
retired and I
volts.
started doing
68.
all these other things. And I said, my God, I'm out of my cage. I'm out of the shell.
Do we want to
Bring
be?
it on.
So let me just finish by asking you, considering everything you've
what
covered
have I
over
done
your
here?
career, much of which has been horrible.
6
It
and
is
1.
all disaster, isn't it?
6 and 1.
What makes it worthwhile for you?
Yeah. I felt it was a calling for me, and I did feel that I was doing
6
good,
and 1.
informing people. So about problems that could change their life, and communicate those problems to
Nice, yeah.
intelligent people who
6.
could solve them was my creed.
And pin
my
1.
mantra.
And it's interesting that you, that obviously speaks to a real faith in humanity, which I'm interested how that sustains in spite of everything you've seen that humanity is also capable
Yeah,
of.
I have seen
Oh.
in most of the stories.
Something going on with pin 1 here on this too.
I mean, there's police officers who report to those.
What I noticed was
scenes
the,
on one occasion sometimes.
When I put the lead on, there was a tiny voltage there which quickly dissipated. That's indicative of capacitor leakage. Now, if I got these pin numbers mixed up again, probably do. Probably do. I am my own worst enemy doing this kind of stuff. 6 and 1. Left channel, right channel. You know, I've got the 2-channel speakers right side by side, and frankly, I've never been able to tell if there's 2 different signals coming out. I never found the balance control. We got the presence control here, bass control, and treble control. Presence control. 12AU7, 6 and 1. Should be 100 volts on each one of them. That's interesting. 82K. 82K. So 245 on the far side of the 82K. If I found another one here, that's V9 and V9. It's V9, 12AU7. Towards the front at the top. That's it. That's got to be it. That's got to be V9 I'm looking at. So 1 and 6. Pins 1 and 6. Just leave it at that or I'll confuse myself here. 1 and 6. Pin numbers 1 and 6. Okay, once again. So it's 9, 8, 7, 6. Almost 70. And pin 1. There's that little voltage then. Okay, it's supposed to be 245 on the other side of the resistor. I'm getting, 245 exactly. And here. A little less. How can that be? It's the same post. No, I'm just reading it wrong. 245. Of course, it's exactly the same. Is that another open resistor? Well, how come this thing works and has all these problems? So it's the one going to pin 1. What if there's no... Well, no, that can't be. I was going to say, maybe I got to switch it to AM, but no, these are wired in. Here, if one works, the other one has to work too. Just take a look at what happens if there's no voltage on pin 1. No voltage on pin 1. No output on one channel. Okay, well, I think we found something here. So I'm going to stop the video at this point and do the next video replacing that. Let me just see if there really is one dead channel on this thing.
On cue, we've got a conversation for you with globally renowned EDM DJ.
A little bit tricky to do. So
Deacon,
what I'm going to do,
in just a few.
I'm just going to lift the speaker leads.
From CBC Toronto, a mix of sun and cloud, 10 degrees right now.
No.
You can expect a high of 20 today. Good morning, I'm Jill Dempsey.
Both channels.
Ontario is adopting a plan to tackle climate change caused by greenhouse gas emissions. The solution, according to Premier Kathleen Wynne, is a cap-and-trade system. UNICEF has released a disturbing report on the number of children kidnapped or displaced by Boko Haram's ongoing atrocities in northeastern Nigeria. A new study is calling for boys to be vaccinated against HPV in a bid to cut long-term health care costs. And the Leafs are holding a media conference later today.
It's definitely been
after
one.
a major shake-up at the club. The
It's
Leafs
got
have renewed general manager David Nonis and interim head coach Peter Horachuk to third duties.
Silver.
And it's the Blue Jays home opener tonight with fans
That's not
ready to walk
82.
through metal
This is
detectors at the
82.
ballpark. 40's coming up on Radio 1.
Oh yeah, this is 82. 82K. 82K.
The forecast for Toronto, a mix of sun and cloud, with the chance of a few showers and the risk of a thunderstorm late this afternoon with a high of 20 degrees. Tonight, a few showers ending this evening, then clearing. Also, that thunderstorm risk continues with a low expected of 3 degrees. Peterborough sunny with increasing cloudiness this afternoon. Then a few showers with the risk of a thunderstorm.
Sure looks like an
High
open
expected
resistor, yeah.
19
Wow.
degrees. Tonight, a few showers ending this evening, then clearing with
Okay,
the
on
risk
to
of a
the next
thunderstorm.
next
and a
video.
low
Hey,
of
thanks a lot
-1.
for watching so far, and I'm stunned again about what I found here. I'll get busy and change that.